This is my therapy. You guys think you're watching this for your entertainment? No. It feels like I'm always struggling. I have so much going on in my mind, and I don't even know where to start. I also feel like I'm cognitively declining. For the last month or a couple weeks, however long it's been, I've just been getting high or under substances every single day because it's like the only way I feel I can function or not feel miserable or overwhelmed every 2 seconds. But now, because of that, because of the constant 1,000 milligram edibles I was eating daily, I feel so cognitively declined, and it's so annoying. Right now, what I'm struggling with is that I've been stuck in bed. It's literally 6:24 p.m. I woke up at like 3 p.m. because I stayed up until like 6 a.m. last night, because last night was the first night I hadn't taken an edible or any kind of substance to help myself sleep or to calm down, to relax. I have autism and ADHD, so since I was a kid, I've had extreme insomnia. I have not ever really been able to fall asleep. My brain doesn't shut off. It's not something my brain likes to do. So every single night I try to go to bed, especially without substances. Even when I take melatonin, it just doesn't happen. It's not in the cards for me. So I end up just staying up all night. Last night I didn't really try very hard. I was on my phone most of the time, so there's really no excuse for that one, but it's been difficult trying to get off of substance because all my brain is yelling at me is get high, get drunk, do something. I need something to self-medicate. I kind of had a hunch that I would be stuck in bed today since I'm going to be going through withdrawal, or at least my body flushing out the substances from my system completely, because that's going to take a couple days for it to be wiped clean. I'm also really, really hungry right now. I just went grocery shopping. I spent like $200 on groceries, but most of the things that I want to eat right now require effort and dishes, and my pathological demand avoidance along with my fear of perception are just like, they're making sure I stay hungry. I really want to eat. I haven't eaten all day. Earlier my stomach was hurting. It physically was hurting. It just wanted food so bad. But the only thing I really want to eat right now is a Chef Struggles special sandwich. That's what I call it. And that requires me making bacon and toasting the bread, which I would need to do on the oven, even though I did just get a griddle thingy so I can like plug it into the wall and use it in my room. But the sink is full of dishes, some of them being mine. So once I finish using the griddle, I'm not going to keep it dirty in my room. It's like my brain is aware of all steps that are needing to be taken to do certain tasks, and then my brain uses that information to avoid doing the task because it knows all of the effort and steps that are needed to take. So I must starve. I want to literally just go drive to get fast food right now so I can eat something, but I also have so much food I can make. It's just unfortunate because a lot of it I need a stove for, and a stove is the only thing I don't have in my room, which is the only thing I want to have. If I could live in a house the size of my room and there was nothing but a bed and a stove and maybe a pantry to put all the food, I'd be so content because I'd actually be able to eat and make food. I'm a little frustrated now, so I'm going to talk about it. I am so beyond thankful for the living situation I have. Beyond. The generosity and the kindness that this family has shown me is unmatched. But it is really frustrating living in a house that is constantly dirty. I try to do my part the best I can. I struggle with chores too, like literally no judgment. I understand why it's a struggle because I'm pretty sure everybody in this house has ADHD and autism or some sort of combination of them. But I can't eat because I don't like to be perceived. So it's like anytime I want to eat, I'll have to clean the entire kitchen, make the food, clean all the dishes from the food that I just made, all with the risk that someone could walk in on me at any given second, and it's debilitating. I don't want to have to clean somebody's kitchen every single time that I want to feed myself. And I don't think people understand how this affects me because I have autism and it's really hard for me to my functioning capabilities are different than other people's, and my ability to feed myself being restricted to the state of the kitchen and who is and isn't home, it's overwhelming. The point of me saying all this though is just that I'm hungry and I wish I had my own place that I could just make food in anytime I want without having autism and the restriction of people being in the house with me. Like, I just really wish my brain didn't work the way it did because every aspect of my brain is dysfunctional. And it's like right now I can't even explain the feeling in my head that it's like I am so angry right now because I don't want to be crying. It's so like, oh, pity party. She just wants to complain. She thinks the world sucks. She just wants to be lazy and complain about everything. It's like I just want to scream. I just want to fucking scream. And then another part of me just wants to shut me down. It's just so exhausting to even open the can of worms because I'm so out of control of everything. I'm really, really thankful that my situation has gotten a lot better. I have money, I have $200 in my savings and about 100 in my checkings right now, and I want to do Uber sometime soon so I can start making more extra cash. But I always say that. I always say I want to start doing Uber again. I want to start reading again. I want to start having healthier habits again. But every single day is always just the same. Me in bed. Don't get me wrong, I rather this reality than like a superficial, surface level, ignorant ass life. Okay, randomly, I feel like I can't even cry or sob because there's always someone on the other side of this wall listening or hearing me. I just can't. Sometimes I feel like I literally should just go live in my car, pack up my life out of this room, go in my car, and start living life. I feel so suppressed here. It's like, this whole small town, small minds thing. Like, I know it's rude to belittle people. I don't want to belittle people to lift myself up. That's not even my intentions. I just want to be smart. I want to do a lot of really big things in society. I want to make good change. I want to help people a lot. I want to be the best version of myself. But I'm surrounded by people who don't care. They don't care to educate themselves. And I love these people. But I don't want to be surrounded by. I feel like I always have to dumb myself down to be understood by people. And I hate talking about this because I don't want to be a mean person. I don't want to be like a hateful person who thinks everybody's stupid and I'm the smart one. I wish I didn't have to fight for my human needs. I feel like I've been fighting all my life just for like the bare minimum. I tend to trade my self-respect for just love and comfort because I can't be given those things for free. I have like amazing best friends from my childhood and I know they love me and I love them, and I have friends and family from all over the world and I know I'm loved. I know I'm cared for. But I also do have BPD. How do you explain to someone like feeling like nobody actually loves you like unconditionally? Because like I've been different my whole life, bro. My whole life. And I feel like the reason I was targeted by my mom was because we were so alike and because I had so much potential. My mom got really intimidated by that, and because I'm a lot. I'm sure I was a very difficult kid. Don't remember my childhood, but I imagine I was maybe someone who asked a lot of questions, had justice sensitivity, who stood up for myself. I was difficult because I wasn't controllable, and I'm still not controllable. And I still feel like nobody's ever going to truly unconditionally love me because I'm not who they want me to be. I'm not reaching the expectations they have for me. I don't believe in the same things they believe, and I'm so outspoken about it now. I'm constantly scared I'm gonna lose everybody I love, and one part of me is totally okay with that because I'm okay by myself because nobody understands me. I understand myself, and that's all I need. But another part of me is like, I don't think the human experience is just about being isolated and alone. I would like community. I would like love. I would like friendship. I've never really been surrounded by people who are like me, so I've always been the outcast and I've always been the dumb one and the one who doesn't understand. I've always just been the black sheep. I was raised being told like all day every day that I was super lazy, super dumb, but also being told at the same time I had so much potential that I wasn't reaching. But I grew up, and up until a couple months ago I held the core belief that I was stupid, that I was dumb, that I was unintelligent. Which, don't get me wrong, I don't claim or think that I am the smartest person ever. No way, shape, or form. But I think what I've been really struggling with the last few months is that I'm not stupid, and that I'm just surrounded by people who don't understand things the same way I do. I don't even know what I'm like talking about. This video is all over the place. I have been struggling with my choices though, because a lot of the things we do in life are choices. Happiness is a choice. How I choose to spend my time is a choice. And recently all I've been doing is choosing to spend it high and in bed. But I feel like that's all I've been capable of recently. But I also just don't know. I don't know if it's in my control or not. Some of it is, so I'm gonna be aware of the some of it that it is. What? Sometimes I say things and I wonder how it transferred from my brain to out my mouth and like where in that process it went wrong. I'm really hungry. I really want food. I'm trying to tell myself that it's okay. I can just go get a pan, go to the kitchen, make bacon, make your toast, and all of everything else has been meal prepped because I know myself. If it's not meal prepped, I won't do it. But like the fear of someone walking into the kitchen while I'm cooking literally scares the fuck out of me. Like I hate people being around me while I do things. can't do it. Literally cannot stand it. If I'm home alone, oh, I could clean the whole house. I can clean my room. I can make dinner for three. I could probably move this house across a mountain if I was home alone. But because there's a human in this house with me, I'm incapable of doing anything. I can't function because I might be seen if I leave my door. I feel like I have a lot of support needs. Ooh, I don't want to cry again. I feel like I have a lot of support needs that have kind of been ignored my whole life. And now that I'm an adult, it's almost expected that those just go away. They were never tended to in childhood, so they must not be needed in adulthood. But I feel like they're actually more needed in adulthood because I'm supposed to be taking care of myself now. And I just don't do a good job sometimes. And I struggle a lot with even the most basic things. Like, my brain can comprehend pretty complex subjects, pretty complex concepts. But, like, when it comes to the basics, the beginner stuff, it's too hard. That's just the end of the world for me. Brushing my teeth, feeding myself, getting to bed at a decent time. Those things are extremely difficult for me. Talking about the state of the world and our universe for 5 hours straight, I could do that no problem. I feel my life rotting away with every single day that passes, that I stay stuck in my bed. But I just have to watch myself in third person and just know that nobody's coming to save me, obviously, and not that I want someone to come and save me. Maybe, but like, I just wish I could like function. I just wish sometimes I wasn't autistic because while it does do me a lot of good sometimes, it also has done me a lot of bad. Speaking of autism, though, my special interest right now is religion, which sucks. This is gonna single handedly ruin all of my friendships, but I cannot stop thinking about religion. I cannot. I'm incapable. My brain will not shut up. All I want to talk about is like, the meaning of the universe and to talk about all the different religions and to get to the bottom of everything and to solve mysteries that nobody in 2,000 years has been able to solve. I really want to start reading the Bible again. It's just been a hot second. I wanted to start reading again today, but again, I feel like I need to give my brain a couple days to cognitively get back together, to get back in shape, you know? But tomorrow, hopefully, is the day. But that's always what I say, right? Tomorrow, but tomorrow will be different. Tomorrow will be another day. If I could just wake up at a decent time and stay up in the mornings, my days would be so different and I feel like my life would be so different. But I am physically incapable of waking up in the morning and I wish I could hire someone. I wish I had an assistant, someone who was just there to help me out with some of the things that I lack the ability to do, help wake me up in the morning, force me to brush my teeth, to go on a walk with me, not to say anything, to just body double while I listen to music, to help remind me to eat, to help me film my videos, to help me plan my days. It would be so nice. I know I'll have an assistant in the future, but right now it'd also be kind of nice. I've also been struggling with my BPD in the sense that I have this new best friend, Gray. I literally love her more than life itself, but we haven't been talking a lot recently. She's just a really, really busy gal, and like, it's a very low maintenance friendship. Like, I'm that kind of friend where it's like, I can't talk to people all day, every day, let alone multiple times a week. I need alone time a lot of the time, but I do like to have friends. But because we haven't talked in like so long, my BPD has been like, oh my god, she doesn't want to be friends with you anymore. She feels unaligned with you. You're a piece of shit. I think that's honestly one of the worst parts about having BPD, borderline personality disorder, because you never really have security. Security is something you have to work so hard for just to feel secure in a friendship, to have that solidification that you guys are Gucci. If I'm not reassured every single day or at least twice a week or some shit, I like forget that I ever had a connection with that person and that they ever loved me and that they don't hate me. I've also been kind of a shitty friend though. The last few weeks, I feel like all I've been doing is talking about myself because I've just been so overwhelmed with everything, and all of the videos I've been sending to my friend have just been me giving them updates on my life. Moving on, another thing I think I'm gonna have to do is to start turning off my phone during the day. For a couple days, I might need to pre-post a couple videos and then have my phone be off those days so that way I can kind of detox from the need to constantly check my phone, to constantly check my balances, even though they're not going to change every 2 seconds. The only way I'm going to be able to start developing better habits and to start reading again is if I'm not on my phone all the time trying to distract my silly little brain. So I'm going to need to significantly reduce my screen time because Shadi's been struggling and TikTok's been saving me. This video has just been an update episode basically. I have not talked about anything world changing in this video or anything productive. I've literally just updated about my life and how I'm feeling and what I'm struggling with. But I do want to go see the solar eclipse on April 8th. So today it's March 9th. It's a Saturday, 2024. So in about a month, there's going to be a solar eclipse. And I live in Georgia, a little bit more north of Georgia. I'm thinking of driving a little bit more north so I can see the totality of the solar eclipse. But the problem is that during that time, I'm also supposed to be going to Orlando to live there for a month to help out my sister and Amanda with watching their animals, their little fur babies. So I'm just nervous about the toll on my car driving like 5 hours north and then driving 5 hours south back home and then driving 8 hours south to Florida. It just worries me to drive that much in such a short period of time. Like, there's this empty void inside of me, and all I can think about is how I want to get high and how I just want to watch TV. But I know those are the two things that I always do, and that's why my days are always the same, because I always do the same thing. Nothing changes if nothing changes. I also feel extremely empty, and right now taking a walk or reading just doesn't feel like it'll fill me up emotionally, you know? I literally need so much help. But the current society we live in, that is not a possible reality for someone like me. So I will continue to do the best I can, keep fighting. I want food so bad. I'm so hungry. I just know the second I go into the kitchen and I start making food, someone's gonna walk in. Someone could not go into the kitchen for like 3 hours. It could be empty for 3 hours. But the second I walk in there, someone's gonna walk in there too. And I'm gonna start freaking the fuck out. One time I was so high and I was making food. I was alone. Then my best friend Sarah and her fiance Zach walk in, start freaking out instantly. Sarah, not so much. I'm comfortable around Sarah. Zach, though, I'm not close with him. So they sit down at the table. It's her house. So, like, what am I gonna do? Tell them not to? Like, I'm like cooking my food, internally freaking the fuck out. Like, how do I ask them to leave? How do I stop cooking? Like, how do I get out of this situation? Next thing that happens, two of our friends walk in, Ivy and Tyler. Now I have four people in the kitchen with me, also while I'm high and I'm cooking. So I'm literally having a panic attack at this point. I'm literally like, how do I stop cooking? How do I do this? It gets to a point where it's so bad. I literally turned to Ivy and Tyler after a couple minutes being like, can you guys please leave? I don't know how to explain to people that I literally just can't stand doing things, doing chores with people around. I can't. I need to be alone or in such a safe and comfortable position that it wouldn't bother me. But that's very, very rare. So I like to do things alone. I don't want to stop recording because I know the second I stop recording, I'm going to have to make up my mind on what I'm going to do with my time. And I don't want to do that yet because I know I want to make food and I'm gonna have to go to the kitchen for that. I just want to avoid it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to worry about it. I don't want to stress about it. If you run out of money, you're broke. But if you run out of time, you're dead. So decide what you value the most. Cause if you make the wrong choice, it could cost you your head. Spend wisely. I have so much food I can make, but the only thing I'm craving right now is the Chef Struggles special. Y'all, I would be so unstoppable if I actually lived alone. Like, I'm being so fucking for real. In my own apartment, if I lived in a trailer park, if I lived in my RV, I don't care what it is. Literally, my dream is to live in a trailer park. I don't know why people hate on them so much. But once I'm able to be alone and have full autonomy and be able to record as loud as I want, as much as I want, in any area of the house that I want, it's over for you bitches. My career is gonna skyrocket. Y'all are gonna be watching this video. Okay, this is what I'm imagining. Okay, you're watching this video, but it's been 2 years since it's been posted. Okay, 2 years from now, my career is a lot better. I'm a lot more successful. I'm able to get a lot more done. I'm maybe even healed. I'm just scared. I'm not gonna go buy fast food. I'm gonna go to the kitchen, make myself some dinner, eat. Oh, I also have my retainer in still because I haven't brushed my teeth at all today. Because again, it's like such a chore. That causes another bump in the road now because now it's like I have to go take out my retainer, clean out my retainer, brush my teeth, put everything back, wipe out my mouth, have to deal with all of the uncomfortable gagging that I experience whenever I brush my teeth. Then I have to deal with a minty taste in my mouth, which I fucking hate. I'm gonna be nauseous for 5 minutes afterwards. And then I'm gonna go to the kitchen and start making food. So I'm just gonna be doing a line of things that I hate. That's life, guys. If you make the wrong choice, it could cost you your head. Okay, for real, I need to end this video. It's been like 44 minutes of me recording. Thanks for watching this video. Again, these are just video diaries I record for my own therapy that hopefully one day I will get paid for. But if you didn't like the video, it's kind of your fault. Why the fuck did you watch till the end, you stupid fuck? But if you did like the video, I'm so happy you enjoyed it. All I ask is that you leave this video knowing that you are sexy, you are valid, and you are so loved. And I can't wait to see you in the next episode.
Hope you like my videos. Is there anything else I'm supposed to say as a YouTuber?